What's going on, champs and champettes? I'm gonna be honest, I don't even know what we are going to be playing today. I just have Destiny 2 open because I'm like, it's the only game I feel I can play and just mindlessly do something in while I rant about this topic. Because let me tell you, originally, I had planned for this video to be a lot more chill than it is right now, right? I had planned just to ramble on about the situation and be like, alright, that's it, that's all we're doing today. But YouTube has started to make me mad. They've started to piss me off. So let me give you guys a little bit of backstory. Yesterday, I made a video talking about the Corey X Kenshin and Markiplier issue, where Corey thought there was some favoritism going on at YouTube HQ due to how they were working on their age restrictions, community guideline strikes, and things like that. I made a video talking about that, right? I made a video doing all that stuff, but I also brought back an issue that I haven't really touched on since September of 2021, when I had a video about the devious lick trend getting completely community guideline striked and taken off of the platform of the internet for permanently, right? And originally the strike's only for 90 days. However, if you go to the actual strike on YouTube's page and you try appealing it, then if it gets rejected, it's a permanent strike now, right? This strike's going to stay on your channel for the entirety of its existence, meaning if you get one more strike, you can't upload for another week. It's no longer a warning strike anymore. It's a permanent week-long restriction, and you're going to be stuck with it if you ever get another strike. Oh, and if you decide, yeah, I'm going to try appealing that strike, and someone at YouTube doesn't actually review your video, but instead decides just to, just instantly deny it from its appeal, then you'll end up with two strikes that are permanently stuck on your YouTube channel. And guess what happens if you get that third strike? You completely lose your entire channel on YouTube. It'll be completely poofed out of existence, and I think you guys can see already by this explanation why I'm kind of aggravated, right? Why I would be upset about everything going on right now, because I have this strike that is unfairly given to my YouTube channel being permanently stuck on here. So let's go ahead and do a little bit of backstory on you guys, tell you guys why I'm just now trying to fight the strike against YouTube, and the whole entire reason I didn't try fighting it before. So let's go ahead and dive back into September of 2021. The devious lick trend was a popular trend going around on TikTok, where people were going to schools and stuff and, like trying to steal an object just to make a joke, being like, oh, I devious licked a soap dispenser or something. And I had made a video about it, same as many other creators at the time, such as Optimus and Moist Critical. This was just a video talking about the trend, and I had advocated about it being a dumb trend. The title was talking about how it was the stupidest trend ever, and I was telling people not to do the trend. Like, if you're going to make a joke about the trend, I think I even said in the video that you can make memes about it, just don't actually steal something from a school. I was giving advice to people to not steal stuff, and the only two clips, other than me rambling on while playing Halo Master Chief Collection in that video, were one of someone pulling a soap dispenser out of their backpack, and another one halfway through the video, around 1 to 2 minutes in, where someone was pulling a whole entire exit sign out of their backpack. I never said, go to your school and steal an exit sign. I never said, go to your school and steal a soap dispenser. In the video, I was just talking about how, it's fun as a meme, but it is still a stupid trend overall. And YouTube ended up striking down that video, got a community guideline strike for harmful and dangerous acts, right? So I tried appealing it back then in 2021. It got denied, I think overnight. I remember correctly from the email, it was around 12 in the morning on September 25th when they actually denied my appeal, and I was like, okay, I'm just not going to fight this because, it's going to go away in 90 days anyways, might as well not care about it. But I had started to notice that it was staying on my channel. A few months had gone by at this point, and it was still there. It was just sitting on my channel, vibing, doing what it does normally, having a strike, and I was like, okay, it's been almost a year, why is this here? So I go ahead and contact YouTube live chat, which you're able to do if you're a creator with a certain amount of followers or something like that. And live chat was like, oh yeah, it got denied this date, blah, 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 for this reason. I was like, okay, but, nothing like that was in there. They're like, well, we can't actually review your channel or anything through this. Once you've gotten it denied once, we just can't do anything about it. So I was like, well, the only thing I can do now is go to Twitter, right? The only thing I can do is go to the social media where YouTube just gets flamed on multiple times and tell them, hey, look, this is the issue I'm having. This video was striked over a year ago. The strike never got removed from my channel. It was striked for harmful and dangerous acts when the only harmful thing in the video was me showing someone pulling a soap dispenser and an exit sign out of their backpack. How is me Like, if I was to grab a backpack right now, I don't even want to do it because, you know, Susan Wojcicki might strike this video, but if I was to go grab a backpack and I was to pull a banana out of it, if I was to pull shorts out of it, is that going to get me striked for a dangerous and harmful act? Is that going to cause me to get another strike on this channel and lose the ability to upload for an entire week? I think you guys get what I'm getting at here. That video was completely clean. I managed to rip like the 360p version that was still uploaded to YouTube because I never took down the video, and I watched it all the way through. One thing that I could say about the video is the only thing in this entire video that I could consider to be a harmful or dangerous act was just having to listen to how I recorded videos a year ago and just having to listen to how cringe it sounded to me. That was the only thing harmful from that video, was the own harm to my own self-esteem, knowing that I used to make YouTube videos in that format. That's literally the worst thing that came out of that video when I watched it back. But what I did notice is that in the clip, in the whole entire video, right at the beginning, I showed the whole soap dispenser out of the backpack thing. I went through Moist Critical and Optimus's videos where they either mentioned the Devious Look Challenge in their thumbnail or title, or they mentioned it and it was the main topic of the video, even if it wasn't in the title, such as with Moist Criticals. They didn't mention Devious Look in the title, but they did talk about the trend. And what I noticed is in Moist Critical's video, they used the exact same clip I used of the soap dispenser TikTok for theirs. They had the exact same clip, and in fact, they used it twice in the same segment. So obviously, it's not the soap dispenser, right? Obviously, it's gotta be the exit sign someone had. It's either that or because I had the word Devious Lick in the title. However, when I was looking through stuff, and I gotta say right now, thank you to Optimus. This dude was on Twitter, and they actually were trying to help defend me in this situation, but Optimus had the word Devious Look in their video from back then. Granted, they didn't use the exact same clips, and theirs are more, you know, talkative TikTok clips that they used of people just talking about the trend, certain key events from it. They had that in their title. So this means if we take what all these other creators who were fine to have in their videos and we compare it to mine, I wasn't allowed to have my video up. The only key flags I could find were 2 TikToks I showcased and the title mentioning Devious Lick. Well, Optimus was fine with having Devious Lick in their title. Well, Moist Critical was fine with the soap dispenser thing in their video. The only thing that was unique about my video compared to those two, which were on the same platform, was someone having an exit sign in their backpack. Because in the video, halfway through, I'm not even talking about the trend anymore. I'm talking about how I personally had a chance in high school to steal like paper towels from the bathroom or something. It's like, I'm not talking about the trend. They're halfway through. So is me talking about paper towels in a high school bathroom a dangerous act, right? Is it something along those lines? I don't know anymore. So I tried telling YouTube, right? I tried going to Twitter, linked all these videos, told them everything. They reviewed it, right? They reviewed it, and they said to me 2 hours, well actually they said 5 hours ago, we removed the video per our harmful or dangerous policies as it contains extremely dangerous challenges that pose an imminent risk of physical injury or death. How is a soap dispenser or an exit sign a imminent risk of physical injury or death? It's not. It's not at all. If I was to make a video about the Tide Pod Challenge, maybe I could understand that. But this is literally a trend dedicated to not harming yourself, to not harming others, but to taking something and putting it in a backpack and then calling it a devious lick. So I replied to them again. I was like, here's the entire 7-minute upload. I uploaded the entire thing to Twitter. Can you tell me where in this video is the dangerous and harmful acts? I also showcased clips from Moist Critical's video and my video where we had the exact same similarities, the exact same things shown, and they replied 2 hours ago saying, looks like we've already reviewed and confirmed that your video violated our community guidelines against harmful and dangerous content. We recommend going through the resources we previously shared for more info. I've gone through your resources. That's the reason I went to Twitter, because your resources told me that they couldn't do anything. So why is it that on Twitter, even when I put the facts right there, that these other creators with a bigger following who had more stuff in their video than I did, why is it that I am the one who gets punished with a permanent strike on my channel, that I can't remove, that won't expire after 90 days, even though on the YouTube dashboard it says it's supposed to. It never says that it's a permanent one. It says it should expire after 90 days. Why is it that I'm stuck with that, and now I'm stuck with this commentary channel at a permanent risk of potentially making it so if I talk about a trend that's too risque for my channel size, I suddenly am unable to upload for an entire week. I'll be unable to do anything. Like, do I have to start pre-recording videos weeks in advance, have a whole month of uploads prepared just in case one of those uploads gets falsely striked? Should I be worried about my channel being taken away one day just because I decided to talk about a TikTok trend that I thought was fine to talk about because every other YouTuber was talking about it at the exact same time? And in fact, how is it that my commentary channel video where I rambled on about this trend able to get taken down? However, full TikTok compilations where it's like 10+ minutes of just the devious look trend showcasing even worse stuff than a soap dispenser and an exit sign in a backpack, how is it that that is able to stay on YouTube? But suddenly, you know, when you make a video talking about it, whoa, you cross the line, buckaroo. There is something going on with YouTube that is just causing issues here. There's something that just isn't right, and I just want the strike removed, right? The only reason I'm trying to find it now is because I found out it was a permanent strike, right? If I knew that they were going to make it permanent from my appeal getting denied a year ago, I would have tried fighting it back then when I had an even smaller following on Twitter and everywhere else. But now that I know it's permanent, and now that I know YouTube's basically incompetent and won't do anything unless I make a big hoopla about it on social media, I'm going to continue talking about this on my Twitter. Both the Fortnite Twitter is getting involved now, you know, the one with 1.1 million followers, the verified account, that one's getting involved with this now. My account is getting involved with this, my personal and everything. I will not stop behind the scenes, even if I don't talk about it in YouTube videos. I won't stop until this strike is removed, because I've gone through, I've looked at other YouTube channels, I've looked at other videos from the exact same time, and everyone else was completely fine talking about this topic except for me. And the only thing I can see them taking down an entire 7-minute long video for would have to be the title mentioning devious look in it. Because if we go back here, and I'll actually pull this up right now, I'm going to my YouTube Studio. I'm on the Fortnite account, so give me a second. I was logged in checking some analytics earlier. If I go to YouTube Studio and I type in my content filter TikTok, the title of this video were "People are stealing for TikTok clout ... devious lick trend," and the description was, "I'm going to deviously lick that subscribe button and you should too, smiley face." There was nothing about this video that should have gotten it removed. There was no harm, there was no danger involved. It was literally a video telling people not to do the trend, and if you're doing the trend, to not actually steal anything, just, you know, make a joke about it. And I just don't understand. You know, I get it, it's been a year. I should have been more proactive on this earlier, but back then I thought the strike was going to get removed after 90 days anyways, even if my appeal got denied, because that's how it's worked with other content and stuff. But nope, this is just going to become an issue where I am just going to talk about it and talk about it and talk about it and pray something gets done, because YouTube is terrible to get in contact with. Fun fact, when you hit 100K subscribers on YouTube, you're supposed to get a partner manager guy who works at YouTube that you're able to talk to. It's supposed to be an actual human that's there to talk to you. I never got that. The only thing I got for 100K subscribers was the plaque back there and the ability to have a verified check mark on my Fortnite channel. I never got a partner manager, no one who could help me give exact details on why videos are getting striked or anything like that. I'm way out of the blue. The only thing I have access to are the same tools that you guys have access to. The people with 0 subscribers, the people with 10 subscribers. I'm in the same spot as you. The only difference is I have a little bit more of a voice because of the Fortnite Twitter account that has 1.1 million subscribers. So I just want to say to anyone out there, if I randomly go missing one day, you know, if I randomly get booted off of this YouTube channel for a week, you should be able to find me over on my Fortnite YouTube channel, FireMonkey, or on Twitter at _FireMonkey. Hopefully those Twitter accounts and stuff are still around in the future when this video ever becomes necessary for people to watch, but until then, I just had to ramble on about this. I'm sorry there wasn't really any gameplay, but I'm heated about the situation. I think you can understand this, so I will see you champs and champets tomorrow with hopefully a more lighthearted topic. Peace out.